All right, let's talk about Tia Mowry for a second. She recently opened up about a moment that shook her to her core. She was living her life, everything seemed fine until that call. You know the call I'm talking about, the one that stops you in your tracks. Tia shares that her doctor called her to say her mammogram came back with something abnormal. She admitted that her heart dropped and she couldn't help but feel scared and overwhelmed. And I mean, who wouldn't? When your doctor says the word abnormal, it hits different. It's that moment when everything feels out of your control and you just pray it's nothing serious.
Hello?
Hi, is this Tia Mowry?
Yes?
Hi, this is Dr. Funk's office. We got your results back in from your mammogram, and your results have come back abnormal. And what that means is we'd like to schedule you to come in for a biopsy as soon as possible so we can get some further insight. When do you think you might be able to come in?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on for a second. Oh my God.
The biopsy will give us all the answers we need. So if you can reach back out to us to schedule as soon as possible, that'd be great.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Oh my God.
I don't want you to worry too much. Like, let's just get the appointment on the books and see.
I feel like right when I'm working on my mental,
It's okay.
I just feel like right when I'm working on my mental health, you know, because of what I'm going through now, which is like another situation. Now this is my health.
I have been doing so much to take care of my mental health. I've been meditating, I've been journaling, but I'm scared. I don't know what to expect.
My grandmother passed from cancer, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
My auntie passed away of cancer a year ago.
Let's not jump the gun, man. They didn't say that you have cancer. You know? Let's not self-diagnose.
When we're in a situation like this, I'm always going to be that sounding board. Get it out. It's better out than in. She has an amazing team of doctors, a very well-rounded team of doctors. And there's no need to worry.
Now, what stood out to me, and probably to a lot of folks, is how vulnerable Tia was in sharing this. She wasn't trying to downplay it. She kept it real. This kind of thing can happen to any of us, no matter who you are or what's going on in your life. And when it comes to health scares like this, especially for us Black women, it's no joke. After getting that call from her doctor, Tia didn't waste any time. You know how it is. When you're hit with news like that, your mind starts racing. Most likely, she went straight into what's next mode, calling doctors, scheduling follow-ups, trying to figure out what was really going on. And honestly, that's exactly how many of us react. You feel like you have to take control, even when you're scared as hell. I mean, imagine being in her shoes. 1 minute you're feeling fine, and the next you're having conversations about your health that you never expected. That's how quick life can switch up. And for us as Black women, these moments can feel especially heavy. We don't always get the space to pause and process because we're usually too busy trying to hold everything together for everybody else. Think about how grateful Tia would be if she's able to catch it early. But y'all, this just goes to show, scary or not, we have to listen to our bodies and stay on top of these appointments. We've seen too many stories of women we love, our aunties, our sisters, even our grandmothers, who didn't get that chance. And Tia's scare is a reminder of something even bigger. Breast cancer is a real threat for Black women, and it's one that's been lurking for years, affecting us in ways that don't always make the headlines. So let's break it down. Let's talk about what the numbers show, the challenges we've faced, and how things have changed. Because y'all, this is a conversation we need to have. Tia's situation reminds us of something that too often gets overlooked. Breast cancer affects Black women differently, and not in a good way. Now here's the wild part. Back in the 1980s, we actually had lower breast cancer rates compared to white women. But fast forward to today, and even though we're being diagnosed at around the same rate, Black women are 40% more likely to die from it. Y'all, that's a heavy statistic, and it's no accident. A whole mix of things plays into that, and most of it isn't even about the cancer itself. It's about the system we're up against. First off, a lot of Black women aren't getting diagnosed until the cancer is at a later stage. Why? Because of the same reasons we've been fighting forever. Limited access to quality healthcare, living in areas where doctors and clinics are hard to reach, and straight-up systemic racism in medical care. Too many of us are told, come back later, or it's nothing serious, until it's too late. And even when we do get diagnosed early, there's another layer of struggle. Triple-negative breast cancer. That's the kind that shows up more often in Black women. And let me tell you, it's aggressive. It grows faster, spreads quicker, and it's harder to treat because it doesn't respond to hormone-based therapies. On top of that, we have to talk about the role of money. Let's be real, healthcare ain't cheap. So many of us are out here choosing between paying rent and following up with a specialist. Even when the care is available, it's not always affordable, and that just adds more pressure. And let's not forget the cultural stigma around breast health. For years, some of us have been taught to just push through pain and keep things private. We're told, don't make a fuss. Don't take time off. So, a lot of Black women avoid going to the doctor, hoping whatever's going on will just go away. But health doesn't work like that, and cancer definitely doesn't wait. This is why conversations like the one Tia is going through are so important. It's not just about her, it's about all of us. We have to recognize these disparities, call out the system for what it is, and most importantly, take control of our own health. Because when it comes to breast cancer, early detection can save lives. And that's a message we need to spread far and wide. Let's break this down. The truth is, there's a whole list of reasons why Black women are dying from breast cancer at a higher rate, and it's deeper than just the diagnosis. One of the biggest issues? Late detection. A lot of Black women don't find out they have breast cancer until it's already at an advanced stage. That's not because we're ignoring our health. It's because many of us don't have easy access to regular screenings. If your local clinic doesn't offer mammograms, or you have to take off work without pay just to see a doctor, those appointments get pushed to the side. And unfortunately, that delay can mean the difference between life and death. Then there's triple-negative breast cancer, a type that's more common in Black women. This one is no joke. It grows faster, spreads quicker, and the usual treatments don't work on it. That means Black women are fighting a tougher battle from the start. And let's not act like money isn't a huge factor. Healthcare is expensive, and not everyone can afford follow-ups, surgeries, or expensive cancer treatments. On top of that, there's the stress of trying to navigate a healthcare system that isn't built for us. We've all heard the stories of Black women being dismissed by doctors, told to wait and see, or that their pain isn't as bad as they say. It's like we have to fight just to be taken seriously. Even when the care is available, sometimes it comes down to trust. There's still a lot of hesitation in our communities when it comes to healthcare. And it's no wonder. After generations of medical mistreatment, from the Tuskegee experiments to everyday racism in clinics, it's hard to feel comfortable putting your health in someone else's hands. This is why it's so important for us to take our health into our own hands, because nobody's going to fight for us the way we can fight for ourselves. It's about knowing the risks, getting those screenings, and making sure our sisters, mothers, and daughters do the same. And y'all, there are organizations out there that are making a difference, but the first step always starts with us. Now, let me tell y'all, it's not all bad news. We're seeing some real progress when it comes to breast cancer awareness in our communities. More and more organizations are stepping up, making sure Black women have the resources and support we need to stay on top of our health. There are programs offering free or low-cost mammograms, especially for women in underserved areas. And these programs, they're a lifeline. No woman should have to skip a mammogram because of a price tag. We're also seeing mobile clinics popping up, bringing screenings right to neighborhoods where access has been an issue for far too long. It's one thing to say get your mammogram, but it's another to make it convenient and affordable. And now, we've got options that fit into real life. But awareness isn't just about getting tested. It's about educating ourselves and the people we love. We've come a long way in breaking that old-school mindset of keeping health matters quiet. These days, we're having the conversations that matter. From sisters and friends to aunties and cousins, we're sharing tips, making appointments together, and holding each other accountable. And that's the kind of energy we need to keep going. Doctors are also learning how to address the specific needs of Black women. More healthcare providers are starting to understand the importance of cultural competency, meaning they're finally realizing that Black women deserve care that takes our experiences and challenges into account. And that's major progress. Look, Tia's story is a reminder that breast cancer isn't something we can afford to ignore, but it's also a reminder of how far we've come. From the way we support each other to the changes happening in healthcare, there's hope. We have the power to protect ourselves and each other if we stay informed and stay proactive. So here's the thing. Tia's experience is a wake-up call for all of us. It's a reminder that breast cancer doesn't care who you are, celebrity or not, it can touch any of us. But the good news is, early detection can literally save lives. It's about staying ahead of the game, even when it's scary. I know it's easy to put things off. Life gets busy, and let's be real. Getting a mammogram or going to the doctor isn't always at the top of the to-do list. But if Tia's story teaches us anything, it's this. It's better to know. We owe it to ourselves and to the people who love us to stay on top of our health. Let this be your sign. If you've been putting off your mammogram, schedule it today. If you've noticed anything off with your body, don't ignore it. And if someone you care about hasn't been checked, give them that gentle nudge, because sometimes that nudge can save a life. We've seen too many Black women leave us too soon because of breast cancer, but we've got the tools to change that now. Self-breast exams, regular mammograms, and speaking up when something doesn't feel right, those little steps can make a huge difference. To help you stay on track with your health or to support someone you love, I've created a 40-plus page medical planner. It's designed to help you organize your appointments, screenings, and everything else that matters on your health journey. You can find the link in the description below. And if you're part of the Black Discoveries members, I've left a special message just for you on how to receive this planner for free. Be sure to check that out and grab your copy. There's real power in knowing your body and advocating for yourself. And even more power in our community coming together and lifting each other up. These conversations aren't just important, they're life-saving. So let's keep sharing our stories and encouraging each other to stay healthy. We've got to take care of ourselves because our lives depend on it. Thank you for watching, and remember to stay woke. See you in the next one.